Arriving in Sebring for the winter test, both the 911 and 912 Porsches had work to do after Daytona, and for team principal Morgan Brady, the run-out provided vital info for the upcoming race.
Coming off of Daytona, longest race of the year, the cars go through an extensive rebuild. Then there are several technical discussions about what worked at the test, what's going to be applied at the race weekend, maybe what small updates we have coming.
After a short stint at home, Porsche mechanics set up shop and prepped the cars before the arrival of the star driver lineup.
Hi, it's Jimmy. It's time to get ready and ready for the long flight to Miami.
It's 10:20 and we leave this morning about 1 o'clock French time, so it's a long trip. But we're finally all at the racetrack.
Hi guys, my name's Vanthoor. I'm currently in Florida, 2 hours away from Sebring. The Florida weather is a bit colder than I expected, so I had to improvise a bit. At least I'm fireproof.
Once at the track, each driver has his own way of getting into the zone for the race weekend.
Morning from day 0 in Sebring. This is Nick checking in. Quite a cold and early start, but lots of meetings today, on track tomorrow.
This morning I'm about to jump in the car and do a few extra laps in a GT3 Cup before the 12-hour and we get into the race with GTLM. So wish me luck.
Hey, it's Fred. Today we are Thursday. It's a setup day where we do all the briefing, all the mechanics prepare the car, ready for the race, and tomorrow first we practice and we will fight.
The harsh demands of Sebring put extra pressure on the crew trying to balance performance with durability, keeping in line with the IMSA regulations.
What the tech officials are looking for is making sure our car is legal before we go on the racetrack. So if your car is underweight, obviously it's going to be faster because you have to push less weight around the racetrack. If the car's lower, it's better in the air. So everything that we do in the workshop, we need to double check it with their equipment. So we're both in alignment before we go on the racetrack.
They are the guys behind the scenes because they're not in the picture as much as the drivers, but they do a bigger job than we do. You know, they work day and night on the cars, and we just arrive, have a coffee incident, and drive basically. So they do an incredible job, and the cars, every time when you arrive, they're in perfect shape.
As race morning dawned, Porsche had a fight on their hands, having only qualified 6th and 8th out of 9 GTLM entries, but a shrewd tyre strategy kept the challenge alive.
Our work is to try to find an artful balance between hot inflation pressure, camber settings, but most important, shock damping. It's so rough and it's so bumpy that at high speed you can get into a situation where it's really tough for the driver to see. So we think about things here that we might not think about at certain other tracks.
Sebring's one of the hardest tracks in the world to survive, but Michelin certainly built some great tyres for us, and you know, they seem to be holding up well, and certainly in the night they're really good for us.
Qualifying took place in the middle of the day. The race is going to end in the cool of the evening. We've set the tyre strategy to be quick at the end of the race, so we're really hoping for a quick car to get back on the podium.
A great start from the prototypes, but look at the GTLM battle between Corvette and Porsche.
Fighting through the afternoon heat and a series of full-course yellows, Porsche fought hard against series rivals BMW, Corvette, Ford and Ferrari for the GTLM lead.
We're happy to play with the yellows. It gives us opportunities to challenge on strategy. We did get a bit behind on the 912 after an issue that was caused in the pits. It keeps the racing really close, a lot of action for the fans.
As the track cools down, it's time to keep an eye on the 2 factory Porsches.
So more or less got 1 hour to go in the race. It's been pretty crazy to get where we are right now. We're P4 currently. I think the last pit stops will come up quite soon as well, so it's going to be pretty critical, and then it's a let our race to the end.
Since the beginning, we start P8, we fight from lap 1 until the end. For the moment, everybody did a perfect job, but still 1 hour to go.
Nick Tandy in the number 911 Porsche comes to the line and wins at Sebring. Look at the relief of Porsche.
I knew that we had to really go hard as possible to try and gap the BMW, and you know, the car at the end was superb. The way that it was going around the corners even amazed me. I'm so happy we've won Sebring. It's a huge race, and I'm so pleased with the whole team and all my teammates.